One franchise has earned over $30 billion, becoming the best-selling first-person shooter series in history. The other redefined what war could feel like. This is their story. Before their rivalry began, both studios were linked to EA, but in different ways. In the early 2000s, a team at 2015 Inc. developed Medal of Honor Allied Assault for EA. Many of them later founded Infinity Ward under Activision, creating Call of Duty. Meanwhile, DICE partnered with EA on Battlefield 1942, setting the stage for a new kind of war game and a legendary rivalry. Two different studios, Infinity Ward and DICE, each trying to capture the feeling of war in completely different ways. Call of Duty launched in 2003 under Activision, a company already experienced in blockbuster publishing. It became an instant hit, praised for its intense action and story that made players feel like part of a movie. Infinity Ward would become the backbone of the Call of Duty series, though over time, Activision would expand development to Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games, each bringing their own spin on the formula. A year earlier, Battlefield 1942 had done something else entirely. DICE and EA delivered huge maps, vehicles, and large-scale multiplayer battles that felt unpredictable and alive. Each game's success set the stage for one of gaming's longest rivalries.
Who do we send?
Why can't you remember?
In 2007, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare changed everything. It took the series from World War II into modern combat, faster gameplay, tighter design, and a story that felt cinematic. But its biggest shift came online. Kill streaks, perks, and the prestige system turned Call of Duty into a lifestyle game. Every fall, a new entry dropped like clockwork. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, each one bigger, flashier, and faster. Call of Duty became a pop culture event. Mountain Dew promotions,
There's Modern Warfare 3 double XP under every cap of Mountain Dew.
celebrity commercials, esports tournaments. It wasn't just a game anymore. It was a brand that defined an era. Battlefield took a different path. While Call of Duty focused on tight, fast firefights, DICE leaned into chaos and teamwork. Battlefield Bad Company brought humor,
This is a shortcut. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. If I had a penny for every time you said that.
destruction, and massive sandbox maps that could literally change mid-battle. Players loved the freedom, the only in Battlefield moments no scripted shooter could match. Then came Battlefield 3 and 4. Frostbite 2 and 3 powered visuals that pushed hardware to its limits. Jets screamed overhead, tanks leveling buildings. It was cinematic in its own way, built from dynamic systems instead of scripts. For many, it was the true next-gen shooter experience. For a few years, both franchises thrived side by side. Call of Duty ruled the charts, dominating conversation and casual play. Battlefield earned loyalty through scale, teamwork, and unique player-driven moments. Their rivalry reached beyond gameplay. Marketing, release dates, and fan loyalty became part of the war itself. But golden ages never last forever. Both franchises were about to face the limits of their own success.
Earnings for game maker Activision Blizzard beat analysts' expectations.
Activision has announced that it sold more than $1 billion.
By the mid-2010s, success had become a trap. Call of Duty was unstoppable. Nearly every fall, a guaranteed hit, but each new release felt more familiar. Ghost, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, the settings changed, but the formula stayed the same. The series that once reinvented shooters now followed its own blueprint. The community began to split. Some wanted innovation, jetpacks, wall running, faster movement. Others just wanted the classic boots in the ground experience back. Activision kept moving forward, but something was missing. The excitement had turned into obligation. For Battlefield, ambition was both its strength and weakness. When Battlefield 4 launched, it was plagued with massive technical problems. Broken servers, crashes, and lost progress. Despite its rocky start, DICE gradually patched Battlefield 4 into one of the series' most beloved entries. Hardline tried to reinvent the series with the cops and robbers theme, but it divided fans and struggled to find its identity. Both franchises were chasing bigger explosions and higher sales, but somewhere along the way, they lost what made them special. Call of Duty stayed polished but predictable, Battlefield stayed bold but unstable, and for the first time, players started to wonder if the rivalry that defined a generation was starting to fade.
People make it known that they don't like Call of Duty, but I don't think I've ever seen it on the same level as I have with Infinite Warfare.
And I'm gonna convince you, after playing all of it from start to finish and taking my actual time with multiplayer, I can say without a doubt that Battlefield Hardline is one of the worst, easily one of the worst Battlefields released.
Both franchises were standing at a crossroads. For Battlefield, ambition had nearly broken the series. After the technical issues of Battlefield 4 and the mixed response to Hardline, DICE did something unexpected. It went backwards in time. Battlefield 1 took players to the muddy trenches and open fields of the First World War, blending cinematic presentation with the chaos the series was known for. It was bold, atmospheric, and emotional, a reminder that Battlefield could still surprise people. But as DICE rediscovered its roots, Call of Duty was struggling to find its own. After years of futuristic settings, fans were burning out. The 2016 reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare became one of the most disliked videos in YouTube history. Players were ready for something grounded again. In 2017, Call of Duty World War II marked a return to the classic boots-on-the-ground combat. And 2 years later, Modern Warfare 2019 reignited the franchise entirely. Darker tone, stunning visuals, and a fresh realism that made it feel like a reboot done right. The addition of Warzone turned Call of Duty into not just a game, but a platform, one that would shape the next era of shooters. Meanwhile, the industry itself was shifting. Battle Royales were the new trend. Player expectations had changed. Everyone wanted constant updates, free content, and live service support. As Call of Duty thrived in this model, Battlefield struggled to keep up. Both franchises were evolving, but both were also searching for an identity in a gaming landscape that was changing faster than ever before. Both had found new life, but not the stability they were searching for. The next battle wasn't against each other, it was against time and relevance. By the early 2020s, both franchises were still chasing the next big moment. When DICE revealed Battlefield 2042, it looked like a return to form. Massive maps, futuristic warfare, chaos on a scale never seen before. The trailers had players hyped, nostalgic, and ready to believe Battlefield was back.
Oh, do it!
But it didn't turn out that way. At launch, 2042 was a mess. Technical issues, missing features, and design choices that left fans frustrated. The excitement faded almost overnight. For many, it became a symbol of what Battlefield had lost: ambition without direction. Meanwhile, Call of Duty had evolved into something much bigger than a single release. Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3, all part of a massive ecosystem that blended campaigns, multiplayer, and live service into one ongoing platform. The scale was undeniable, but so was the cost. Crossovers, cosmetics, and constant updates turned the gritty series into something unrecognizable for many longtime fans. Two franchises that once redefined an era were now redefining themselves, not just to compete with each other, but to stay relevant in a gaming world that had moved on. And as the dust settled, one question remained: could either of them find their way back?
My fellow citizens, I have a message.
After years of missteps, the tide might finally be turning. Battlefield 6 is launched, and for the first time in a long time, the community seems united. A return to large-scale warfare, grounded combat, and the chaos fans fell in love with. From its reveal, it felt different. At launch, it broke modern Battlefield records. Over 500,000 concurrent players on Steam alone, and critics called it a return to form for DICE. Minor technical hiccups aside, it felt like the Battlefield people have been waiting for, the one that remembers what made the series special. But that also means the pressure's on for Call of Duty. Black Ops 7 steps into the spotlight. It promises a co-op campaign, the return of classic prestige, and open matchmaking with minimal skill weighting, a direct nod to what fans have been asking for. It's more than another yearly release, it's a chance to prove Call of Duty can still surprise people. And that's the beauty of it. This rivalry has always been bigger than two names on a box. When one franchise rises, the other has to answer. When Battlefield stumbles, Call of Duty evolves. When Call of Duty dominates, Battlefield fights to reclaim its identity. Competition is what keeps them both alive, what drives innovation, what forces studios to listen, and what stops these games from going stagnant. Because in the end, both sides need each other. Battlefield needs Call of Duty to push it, Call of Duty needs Battlefield to challenge it. And for players, that's the best possible outcome. Two titans, once again at war. Not for sales, not for headlines, but for the future of the genre they helped create.
What's the plan? Shock and awe.